Hi, this is Annnnnd, and I'm gonna do a review of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 14, episode 3. I have to say though that as far as the taglines go, Garcelle's is the only one that I I find cool. The other taglines, not so much. I mean, it was okay, but Garcelle was the one that was like fierce compared to the others. Um, So we pick up. Do we pick up? Oh no, we don't pick up from anything. We begin the episode with like a montage of what the different ladies are doing, and what stuck out to me was Jax is walking in the footsteps of his mother and becoming a model. I'll bet that's definitely a proud mama moment for Garcelle. So Jack, did I say Jack? Jade. I'm sorry. Jade is the one that's doing modeling. So I don't know if Jade will ever come across this, but good luck to you, sweetie. And I mean this. Like, hopefully your mom will be there to protect you to go along the pitfalls of whatever happens. So good going to you. Let's see. Oh yeah, Erica gets a new car. How or why I don't know, but I guess she sprung up some money for herself doing whatever work she was doing. So um, Kathy is planning a girls' weekend at Oceanside, California, and she was saying that she wanted to get together with the girls and have a fun weekend, but especially she's doing this to for Dorit and Kyle as a distraction to the rift that's been going on between them lately. Yeah, lots of luck with that. Well, I certainly don't think a trip will help fix things like as big as their rift is, and especially with a lot of things that have gone on last season. Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath on that one. But what's really cute about this, like as we will see, like throughout the whole vacation, from the planning, from planning it to executing everything, Kyle, Kathy made sure everything. Well, Kathy made sure everything was spectacular, over the top as it was, but she made sure that the ladies felt like they were going first class on this weekend trip. And first class it may as well seem like. Let's see. Uh, the beginning is the way she delivers the invitations. Like each invitation for each lady is stuffed within each individual personalized suitcase. And I thought that was a very cute idea. But I guess when you're that rich, you can do stuff like that. um, the first house she goes to is Boz's house, and I'm loving the outfit that Boz is wearing. Very very like African centered. She seems like she's very much in touch with her African roots. So that's really cool. Well, I can't judge that based on what she wears, but still. And Boz sees Kathy coming over, and she's saying like, "Why is Kathy at my door with the pleated hat and a suitcase?" This is the way she delivered her confession notes. It got a chuckle out of me. And then she also wonders who would deliver a suitcase as an invitation, and it's already packed. Like where am I supposed to put my stuff if the suitcase is fully packed? Like, Boz, you are just too much. And there's more of that type of humor from her within this episode later on. I love Boz so far. I do. And then we see more of Jade getting his modeling on. And Garcelle has a personal hope that with this modeling, because Jade is the shyer one compared to Jackson Oliver, she hopes that, with him modeling, it'll help him come out of his shell more as he meets new people and from other opportunities that he has. So It looks to me like Jade is really getting the hang of this whole modeling thing. He seems to enjoy it so far. Let's see. Like Kathy is going around delivering suitcases personally, and I guess definitely a nice touch because she could save money on the delivery alone. It's like, so hey, that's that's brilliant thinking right there. Let's see. And when Kathy stops by Kyle's house for a bit, they talk about a bit about the trip, and then Kyle's hopes that during the trip she hopes that it won't get weird with Dorit also being there. Yeah, like Dorit was the only one that made it weird between you two at Sutton's Surrealism Party. Like, Kyle, this is why people get on your case about taking accountability, because you don't. And let me just say, I'm not on Dorit's side. I'm not on either side, but this is just my way of just being fair. Like, Kyle, you did help most of the drama. I mean, it's not, you helped most of the drama even though Dorit had her share of it. Let's not, don't forget about the fact that you started a bulk of it. Okay, so by not taking accountability, so both of you need to share blame. But I guess in this case, Kyle deserves most of the blame because I didn't forget how this whole thing started. So, I mean, I don't care for Dorit for for how she treated Garcelle, Crystal. So, but fair is fair. And Kyle says that she herself is the one that's hurt, and it's Dorit that's the one that's flipping things. I'm like, here we go. It's like, take some accountability. Like, is it that hard for you to do? If you're gonna expect other people to own up to their shit, you need to own up to yours. Otherwise, you're just crying. You're just playing victim, and that's not cool or fair. Um, but even Kathy says that Kyle is pretty oversensitive, and once again that joke from BravoCon is brought up as far as how it made Kyle feel, even though she should have known that Dorit was just joking, being that they're such besties and all. So let's see. Let's see. Not that. Where is it? Oh, and not only is Kyle's hypersensitive, was she hypersensitive to Dorit's joke, but Kathy implies that Kyle is hypersensitive in general, and that Kathy tells Kyle that she and Dorit need to talk alone. I guess as opposed to talking alone when there's other people around, but whatever. Um, Mauricio comes over to, and it seems like he's much happier since he moved out. Cause like the one example would be like he's not bothered that Kyle changed the paint color in the bathroom. It's like, oh, okay, that's nice. So, and it seems that Kyle is very much bothered that Mauricio is so happy, happy and cool with everything. So, but she tells us in the confessional that Mo signed a 6 month lease in his bachelor pad, which is part of the transition from the family home to his own pad. And she says it gives Kyle and Mauricio time to assess where they are mentally and physically and maybe emotionally, and that she feels that by them leading their separate lives separately, she thinks that maybe they'll reconvene within 6 months. And I'll bet that's what she's secretly hoping. Like, like if I give it some time, maybe you'll want to come crawling back. But we'll see. But I don't know. Mo seems pretty happy where he is, so wouldn't count on it too much, Kyle. And another example is like when producer asks her if she's hoping that she and Mo will get back together. She paused, and then she said she didn't want to get into it. It's like, yeah, you're secretly hoping that you two will get back together, but it seems likely to you even that it won't happen. So let's see. In the next scene, Dorit and Erica FaceTime each other. Excuse me. And Erica says that she spoke with Kyle and she told Kyle that even the Bravo thing with the ranking of the Richards sisters didn't come across even to her as malicious, right? Because even she saw that Dorit was just joking, and even Erica knew how close of friends Dorit and Kyle were. So, but I guess I can understand from Kyle's point of view because I can be pretty sensitive myself, and it's at the point where like I'm not sure if a person is really joking or if it's actual shade, or because like I've been in positions where people feel like they can say whatever they want to me because of how I came off as naive and wanting and happy. It's, you know so I guess I can understand from that aspect. But anyways, and Dorit has said that Kyle also has done some things to her in the past which were on purpose and definitely not in a joking manner. And Dorit gives out examples in her confessional of the many times that Kyle iced her out, which was after Kyle's fashion show in season 10, and Aspen when she sided with Erica in season 12, and the season 12 reunion when Dorit advised Kyle to show support to her sister Kathy and to take accountability. And Kyle just brushed her off like, hey, this is between my sister and me. You have nothing to do with this, so butt out. It's like, okay, fine. And Erica just says the same thing that Kathy said to Dorit, that, she and Kyle should talk. Again, this should go well. Boz arrives at Kathy's house because like the van and everything else is there. Boz is greeted at Kathy's house. Is at Kathy's house and is greeted by her butler Nicholas with champagne. Another example of first class experience. That was really Kathy. You did it up, girl. You really did. And the one thing that followed being greeted with champagne was the food spread, where the ladies can wait there and eat until everybody arrived. And it's just rich shit. I love it. And it's really nice of Kathy for her to go all out for the ladies. And then Boz wonders if during the trip, Dorit and Kyle will start fighting again, if other people will start fighting, or if she's going to get into a fight herself, because like the last time she got together with the ladies, drama was brewing. And again, that got a chuckle out of me. It's like, am I going to be next to fight somebody? What's going to happen? You obviously are new here, and you're already learning quickly how this group rolls. So, poor thing. The more ladies start to arrive, and everybody's showing off their different accessories and how much it costs. And Jennifer showing off her Titanic boat purse, which really caught Erica's eye amongst other things. And I think Erica really should chill out with coveting Jennifer's expensive accessories. Like, you saw what happened when she was buddying up to Diana because of all the money she had and all the stuff she had, like the jewelry, bags, clothes, all that. So, Erica, chill out, okay? The bus ride to Oceanside gets raunchy with a touch of drinks. And it looks to me like Sutton is loosening up a little more this time since last season. So, good for her. And even at the location itself, drinks and servers awaited them up front. And they were at Mission Pacific. It's like, again, first class. Yeah, even if I had that much money, I don't know if I could do all that. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. They have lunch on the beach, and there's a nice setup of like the canopy over the chairs. I it's just really nice to have. It's nice to eat on the beach in general. Different conversations are happening. Well, one conversation's happening, and another personal one happens between Dorit and Boz. And Dorit feels comfortable sharing with Boz that PK signed a lease on an apartment, but she didn't know about that until it was sent to her by PK in a text. And and I'm thinking, wow, it's like it makes I don't know, it makes me wonder how Kyle found. Maybe like Maurice was telling her that he planned on moving out, but and and maybe she already told her that he signed a 6 month lease. I probably told him personally, but I'm not too sure. But the way Dorit found out about it seems very much different. So yeah, and then the other the, the other ladies were wondering, what's going on between Boz and Dorit? Like, what are they talking about? And then they realized they're to talk about the divorce between PK and Dorit, and then talk about their personal experiences with divorce ensues. Um, and then after that, the ladies enjoy some fun backyard games, and it's great, really great for me to see that people were having a great time. They're laughing, nobody's fighting, and this is what I would consider the calm before the eventual storm. In the next scene, the ladies get dressed for dinner. Boz is talking to her daughter, and let me just say, her daughter is especially adorable and gorgeous. I'm like, ah. Garcelle, Sutton, and Jennifer discuss the side conversation between Dorit and Boz, and they're talking about how weird it was. Especially like when Garcelle says, like, it's interesting that Dorit is willing to confide in Boz, who's still just meeting regarding her divorce with PK. And it's like, while it's good for Dorit to have someone else to be open with and talk to, like she should let other ladies get to know Boz. Um, they head to the dinner, and then they head to dinner. They with their drinks, and they start the dinner off with a toast to Kathy for putting all this together. And Kathy very much deserves this toast because it's very spectacular. Like, I couldn't do this. I couldn't. And then immediately after said that toast, Kyle, in front of all the ladies at the table, expresses to Dorit her interest in having another conversation eventually to avoid any awkwardness. Well, if you wanted to do that, you wouldn't have to address Dorit in front of the ladies. Just saying. But Dorit agrees, and she says that she needs to address the elephant in the room. Like before the dinner, she told Erica like we need to she and Kyle need to address the elephant in the room. So again, this could have waited until after the dinner, but here we are. And Dorit continues that everybody already knows something is brewing between them. And that's when the heated conversation everyone knows that something's going on between them. They all know that a heated conversation between them happened at Sutton's party, and then Kyle stormed off. And that's when Kyle started to get a little hot. Well, I know y'all said you wanted to talk later, but it looks like the conversation is commencing now. Yeah, so much for that distraction of the trip, right, Kathy? I knew, but like even from the trailer, we knew it wasn't gonna go down the way Kathy thought it would. So, and now once again, we're talking about the BravoCon thing, and now Kyle has another excuse saying that there are other things going on aside from Dorit ranking the sisters from favorite to least favorite. And now she brings up the question presented regarding Teddy. It's like, what other excuse are you going to give? And what does the question regarding Teddy have to do with anything? Because we all thought that you were eventually getting emotional because of Dorit's joke, but no. You also, this was around the same time that that guy presented that question about Teddy, like, why is Kyle forcing Teddy onto us and comparing Teddy to Fetch, which will never happen? Like, so what's your next excuse going to be? I'm just, and then once again, Kyle brings up Dorit showing the text, her text to her, to, well, mainly Erica. And then from there, it just gets even more heated. It's like, I just want to know if anyone should happen to come across this. How do you feel about, and if you saw season 12 reunion, how do you feel about Dorit showing Erica and whoever else, I don't know, whoever, I forgot who else she showed the text to, if she showed it to anybody else. Like, how do you feel about her showing that text to other people? Do you think that Kyle was right to be upset and that Dorit should have kept the text conversation between herself and Kyle? Or was it not a big deal? So, but still, I don't know how many more times we'll have to go around the mulberry bush regarding this. But then again, we haven't even gotten to the huge blow up between those two yet. So we all know that this is far from over. So, but yeah, that's my review. I hope everybody's Thanksgiving was a spectacular one. I hope y'all ate well, you were safe, and looked up some information regarding Thanksgiving, how it came to be, the good, bad, and the ugly of it. Just like I was doing, because I'm the type of person where at right now in my life, I want to know about the truth, about the ugly truth about America, and just getting the truth about a lot of things of how this country came to be, how it could be better, and learning more about the world. Because, we all live in the world, why not learn about it, right? Anyways, you guys take care of yourself. Bye. Mwah.